Okay, mate. So like I say, just drop any questions in. Okay, hi everyone. Just going to cover some reservations people might have and misconceptions in a lot of ways about having an online business or earning an online income. And these are things that are pretty common because people in general, have the same kind of worries and reasons to not be getting involved because there is a commitment. It's not something it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's something that's a point that we do cover a lot in our community and in SFM and mentors, because we don't want people who expect to get rich quick, because it's not going to happen, right? It's not how the world works. So I'm just a bit paranoid about not recording the audio. I'm just going to check my Zoom's working. Yeah. So I just want to go through 7 of them, 8 of them now. There's an 8th one I want to cover as well from an email I received this morning. So the first one is, so pre-frame a bit. So I'm talking here about an online business or generating or creating an online income using the internet to earn an income. And there are many ways to do it, but I'm going to cover the area that I'm involved in and what SFM and Mentors educates in, and that is it's, I guess you would call it, in general, it's marketing. So it's what marketing is putting the right product or service in front of the right person at the right time. It's not actually sales. Sales is a bit different. I'll cover that more as I get to that particular point. But in general, I'm just covering marketing and so many opportunities that are there on the internet right now. They've been there probably for 10 years or so, but really ramping up recently, especially this year with all this COVID stuff going on. A lot of people being, using the internet more, using even Zoom and webinars for work. So people are using their computer a lot more these days, and their mobile phones and stuff. So the first point I'm going to cover is I'm not technical enough, because it seems that it is that you have to be reasonably technical to understand how an online business works, how you can create your business and get it out to the marketplace, like create a website or that kind of thing. Now, 10 years ago, yes, that would be a bit of an issue, and a lot of people really had to struggle to find out how they could, learn these skills and get a website built and created on the internet. Nowadays, there's so many tools out there, and the tools are so good. For instance, at SFM, we have our mentors. I keep using the two interchangeably because SFM mentors didn't exist until about 8 months ago. And SFM is part of mentors, but it's going to be incorporated into it as time goes on. So if I use those words interchangeably, please don't get confused. So as part of the mentors program, there's a digital business lounge suite of tools, and one of them is a web builder, and it uses WordPress, and it's pretty much drag and drop. So basically, my daughter, who's 11 years old, about 6 months ago, she used this tool just to build a website, and within a couple of hours the website was up and running. Okay, it wasn't brilliant because she never used it before. She didn't know really how to make it look good. She's only 11 years old, but the website was there, and somebody who had, an adult would have a better feel for how to make it look nice, as in right sort of fonts, right sort of colors, that sort of thing. But it was there. It was there. It was up. It was basically accessible from anywhere in the world, World Wide Web. So building a website is very simple these days, and really anyone can do it. And I'm serious, no matter how worried you might be about technical stuff. There are some other tools as well you need to know. Things like if you're advertising on YouTube or Google AdWords or Bing, there'll be a marketing platform, and that will have some kind of technicality to it, but it really isn't that difficult. Everything is made pretty simple these days. So technical these days really is not an issue. It really is just a matter of getting stuck in and just learning the bits you do need to know. And even if you really didn't want to touch technical stuff, you need to know the basics of it, because you need to know how it goes together, but you can outsource it to somebody else. If you want a really nice website and you think there's no way I can make a website as good as the ones I want to create for my business, because it's very important to have a great image on your website, you can outsource it, and for a few $100s you can get it made for you. There are people using things like Upworks, and there are plenty of other websites as well that outsource anything pretty much. And web building is one of the typical ones, which is quite common. So somebody for a few $100s will build your website for you. You want a really plush one, you might have to pay $1,000 or so. But again, that shouldn't hold you back, because if you really want to build a business and generate an income on the internet, then that's something you need to get involved in. Okay, so that's number one. So I've got my Zoom screen so I can look at any questions that might come in. Okay, over there. Right, good. Number two, I don't have time. I can certainly relate to this one, because when I started this 3 or so years ago, life is busy. Life is always really busy. And it's amazing that no matter how, life will always be as busy as you want it to be. And I know you're probably thinking, yeah, but I've got to look after my kids, I've got to go to work and all this other stuff. Yes, you do, and I understand that. But a lot of it can be streamlined. A lot of time is wasted. I'll be honest, I'm talking about myself. I spent not a lot of time, but I spent some time watching the TV. I spent some time watching movies on my iPad, things like that. Listen to music in the car. All things which were not getting me closer to building my business and getting my business up and running. It didn't exist then, but I'm just saying. So once I started this, I realized I had to, it didn't happen overnight, but I just cut out all that stuff. And now I don't hardly ever go to social media. I go to it now and again just to check things out, but I certainly don't waste time plowing through down rabbit holes looking at stuff unless I've got a purpose for doing it, because it's just a waste of time. You think afterwards, what did I gain in that last hour I was looking on social media? I smiled a few times, I laughed a few times maybe, but generally speaking, it's a waste of time. And if you really want to create an income and get a business up and running, you've got to be committed. This is the thing that's going to turn your life around potentially, right? And it certainly has for me and for many others. So if it's something you really want to do, you got to commit to it. Make that effort to make time to do this sort of thing, because typically somebody doing starting a business up on SFM or mentors will only spend 1 or 2 hours a day, and most people can find that. And then as you get more into it, you probably find there's other ways you can squeeze things in. You can make more time available. And I'll just give you a few ideas. I used to listen to the music in the car when I was driving to work. So it's an hour a day, listen to music. And also when I was going for walks, lunchtime in the morning. And that went, and now I don't anymore because I don't drive to work, but when I was working still, I would listen to podcasts or trainings or anything that would get me closer to my goal of my successful business. So I replaced that time of, you could call it fun, with something for learning, because you need that commitment. So there's always ways you can do things. If you go to the gym, then you can spend half hour listening to a podcast when you're on the running machine instead of just listen to music. So there are ways to find time, is what I'm trying to say. And yes, life's always going to be busy, but if you commit yourself, you will find the time. Number 3, I'm too old. I'm no spring chicken. And why would you be too old? That's something that you might be thinking. I'm in my early 50s now. Age really got nothing to do with it. Uh, or would you be too old? Just trying to think why you would think you're too old. It didn't really bother me. Apart, I guess when you get to a bit later in years, you get sort of stuck in a rut. You get stuck in a routine. You think, well, I know the job I'm doing now. I understand what's required. I understand, um, you know, everything I need to do at work. And now I've got to start something completely new. Do I really got time for this? Well, of course you have. Because if you don't start now, you're never going to start, and then you've lost the opportunity. And I don't like to put time frames on things, but some people will get this up and running, this sort of business up and running in less than 6 months, and replace their income in 6 to 12 months. Some people take longer. It depends where you're coming from, how much time you can put into it, what your background is, all these sort of things, right? So I've been doing this now for 3 years, for 2.5 of them just part-time while I was still working a 9 to 5 job. And I haven't replaced my income yet, but getting closer. So I'm too old. Well, final point I make on that is you're never too old. There's nothing stopping you from learning. If you don't start learning, then you're just wasting an opportunity. And you think of someone like Bob Proctor, who I believe is in his 80s now. He's still young. He's still full of energy. Sorry, it's got to let somebody else in. And the reason he's got so much energy is because he just loves what he does. And because he loves what he does, he's not too old. He's still learning. He's still helping people. That's why a lot of people when they retire, they don't live much longer because their main purpose of life was when they were working. And once that's gone, they don't have much purpose for life anymore. Sad but true. So I'm too old. There's no such thing. Number 4 I'd look at is I know nothing about marketing and don't know where to start. Okay, well that's fair enough. I mean, when I started, I knew nothing at all. Some people who join SFM mentors, they come with some kind of sales background or marketing background, and honestly, that does give them an edge because that is part of what we're learning here. We have that as a background, then we have the technical side, and then the way to communicate, and these other parts of it as well. But that is probably 25% of what you need to learn is the marketing side of things. And if you come with that background, then it's easier. But a lot of people who are really successful don't have any marketing background. And that's because you can learn it. And it's not it's not a black art. It's just something you can learn. You can read books on it. You can just, once you focus on that sort of thing, there's no magic to it. It's just a matter of like any skill, you can learn it. And the way that the SFM program is set up, there are 7 getting started modules, which I've been through before, and maybe I'll go through again some other time, but I don't have time right now. 7 getting started modules that take you from a complete beginner up to getting your business up and running. And it's something that 7 modules of lots of training videos and lots of practical stuff to do, because obviously you've got to build your website, you've got to find your audience, find what you want to do. But within that process, you will learn so much about marketing, about online business, about yourself, about what you want to achieve. It's an amazing process, and it's something that can take a fair while to do because you got lots of points to cover, and it can take, depending on how much time you can dedicate to it. If you were dedicating it to it full time, it would still probably take you, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks, I'm guessing, because there's a lot in there. It's really, really important stuff. If you're doing it part-time, because you still got a 9 to 5 job, then it might take you a few months, but that's fine, right? Everyone wants to achieve results straight away, but we're in the real world here, and unfortunately it's not possible, especially when you're starting from scratch. But the fact is, you don't know anything, it shouldn't stop you, because I didn't know anything, and most people don't. Most people take this on because they want to make a change in their life. they can see there's a better life out there for them, and doing the 9-to-5 rat race or whatever it is you're doing, that's where most people come from, is a 9-to-5 corporate job, or just a boring, unfulfilling job, and they realize that, hey, life should be better than this, and it certainly can be. So that's how anybody with any kind of background can get involved in this and make it work, depending on your level of commitment, of course. It's a quick disclaimer there. Yes, that's number 4. Somebody else just joined. Hi, Jeanette. If you've got any questions, you can just drop them in the chat box. There's a chat box at the bottom of Zoom, or you can just come out and say hello and ask your question. I'm just going through the 7 items right now. That's number 4. Up to number 5 now. I can't afford to start a business. Okay, well, if you want to start a business, you need to have an investment. And that investment is going to be 2 things. It's going to be time and it's going to be money. Now, you don't have to invest much of either, but the ones who do the best will invest in both. You can invest a lot of time because you don't have much money. That's fair enough, but it will take you longer. All right? You might have plenty of money, but not have much time. That's fair enough as well, because as I said, you can get people to help you. Like Upworks, you can outsource a lot of things, but the ideal balance is both. And if you do have some money to invest and you do have some time to invest, either way, you can make it work. So if you say you can't afford to, that really is, I don't want to be hard on anyone because I don't know where you're coming from, but people always find money for cigarettes or for a cup of coffee every morning and all this other kind of stuff, but going out for meals. If you can find money for that, and you can't find money to turn your life around by investing in a business and really, making the effort, then it's not going to work, obviously, right? It's down to commitments. And you're starting a business. Let's go pre-internet. You want to start a business, you've really got to open a storefront, right? A shop. Huge costs, huge outlay and huge running costs of the shop itself. You've got to have the system behind you, whether you've got to pay for that or work it out. The whatever you're selling and the people you're working with. You've got all the staff to pay. You've got all these extra costs, which are huge. Online business, the costs are really, really small relatively, especially startup costs. I mean, we're talking here with the SFM mentors, it's $99 to sign up and $97 per month. This is US dollars after that. I mean, that if you want to turn your life around and you're going to put in the effort, that really is peanuts, right? There are a few other costs involved, but with that investment comes a huge amount of stuff. All the tools are there. You got a huge community behind you. You got training webinars. You got all these training modules that are there. It's just incredible. If you can't find the money for it, then for that small outlay, then you're not going to be able to find the time to do it either, because you're just honestly making an excuse. Yes, I can't afford to start a business. The startup costs really are low for an online business. That's one of the huge advantages of it. And that's why it's so attractive, right? Okay, we got a question up there. How much is it to join SFM? What do you get as I'm burning to all this internet thing I just joined with that Anthony Morrison, but no, he's asking for more money. Okay, so yeah, I'll cover that, Jeanette. So I've already said it costs $99 US to sign up. And that's for the first month as well. And then $97 US every month after that. And within that comes everything in the it's called the all-in package, right? So everything is in there you need to get your business up and running. Apart from small costs, like you need to buy a website domain that costs you maybe $15, $20, and that's for a year. And there'll be a few other little costs, but that's the main one, and that covers all the training and everything. Now, there are upsells, right? We're talking business here. There are ways you can achieve your results faster. You don't have to. You don't have to buy anything else. If you're going to put in the time and you've got all the training there, you have everything you need to get the business up and running by following the modules, the getting started modules that are in there. And they're really good. And there's so much training in there. There's enough in there to learn how to do Instagram marketing, YouTube marketing, what is it, AdWords marketing. There's so much other stuff I can't remember off the top of my head, but every kind of marketing is there. Getting the business set up. There's even e-commerce in there as well as a training course on that. It's everything you need to get going and to get you to a very good level. You want to get there faster, you can invest more money. There's always ways to have more coaching or more mentors, more ways to help you get there faster. But that is all you need, is this package, is $97 a month. So yeah, okay, I hope that's nice and clear. But one thing I will mention here is the other thing I tend to forget to mention, but it's really important, is the community. Because SFM and Mentors is built around a culture. It's built around what the co-founders, Jay Kubizak, Stuart Ross, what they wanted to achieve in their business. And they wanted to help as many people as they could create success on the internet. Excuse me one second. A morning cuppa. And they made it very, very intentional from day one. They do not want people who won't get rich quick because it's not sustainable. They don't want to take people's money on and under any false pretense, right? That's why you'll find that I'm very careful about how I word things, because I don't want you to expect that in 3 months you've learned all the skills and you've got your business running and you can chuck your job in. I've heard a few people doing it within 6 months, but that's not average. The average is, well, a lot of people will give up because it's too hard. And that's just part of life. But all we can do here is give them everything that we can to help them succeed. And then really it's up to them to just to put in that commitment. There's only so much we can do, right? So the culture is from the top down that we're here to help people, and we don't. It's in the community. Everyone is there to help someone, because everyone knows within our community, right, that the more you help people, the more you're going to get help, the more you're going to succeed, because that's just how it works in the universe. Karma, God, whatever you want to call it. That's how it works. And I've seen it quite clearly. The people who really do accelerate through getting their business up and running really quickly, they're the ones who are there to help other people. So it's quite clear. They're the people, firstly, that step out of their comfort zone and just dive into things and are not afraid to do new things. And secondly, they're there to help others. So it's all part of the culture and the community. Okay, cool. That's the community. Right, that's kind of full stop. Business number 6. I don't like selling. How are we doing for time? Oh, okay. I don't like selling. Right, we're talking about marketing, and it does depend a bit on what approach you take, because there's plenty of ways to earn an income online. But marketing is a part of selling, but there's two. Selling is the whole process. Marketing is just getting the right message in front of the right person at the right time. That is marketing. And with all the tools available, it's called targeting. You can, like the reason you're listening to me is because you're on my email list, because you responded to one of my adverts, and you responded because you liked what I was saying. You resonated with my message. So marketing these days, you can be pretty targeting on the sort of person that you're looking for. If you're selling shoes, not quite sure why I come up with shoes there, but shoes. If you're selling shoes, then what is it? Where do people go to buy shoes online? Okay, they search for these sort of things, and they look at these kind of websites, and you can put your message in front of those sort of people. It's really that simple. So that's the good thing about marketing. It's not like selling, like when you get that phone call, it's someone trying to sell you something who you got no interest in. It's not like that, because you're targeting, you're making it to people that, and also you're putting out the right sort of message, which means that they'll only respond if they resonate with what you're trying to market to them. So marketing and selling are a bit different, and marketing is just the front part. Once the person you're marketing to decides they want the product or service that you're marketing to them, then it goes into the SFM, or in this case, because I'm an SFM affiliate, a Mentors affiliate, it goes to the SFM Mentors back office, and they look after everything else. They do all the sales pages. They have people that will ring up and follow up to help out. They set up all of the training modules and everything inside Mentors and SFM. Right, so once it's just the marketing part of it. It's getting the right message in front of the right person at the right time. That's all we're doing. And while we're talking about that as well, some people think this is about cold calling, which is what I kind of alluded to earlier. You're never going to pick up the phone and start dialing people up randomly. You don't even have to speak to anyone at all. All you're doing is the front end part of getting the right person on board with your product, because that's what they want. And after that, it's up to, if you're an affiliate, then it's up to that company that you're an affiliate for to look after it. So there's no cold calling, there's no actual selling involved, because if you're desperate for a pair of shoes, and I target you on the internet and I offer you a fantastic pair of shoes that I really believe are the best shoes ever, I don't have to sell them to you. All I've got to do is let you know quite clearly in my marketing message that these are the best shoes, and you want some shoes. Would you like them? And then that's it. You're not selling. You're just putting the right product in front of them, and they're going to go, "Oh, yes, I do need some shoes, and they look nice. Yes, I'll buy them." There's no selling involved. It's marketing. Okay, that's good. Number 7. Oh, crikey, lots of questions come up. I will. So I'll just go through numbers. Sorry. Okay, I'll go through the questions. If you hang on a little bit longer with those questions in the chat box, I'll just finish off number 7 and my 8th one I want you to cover as well. Then I'll get to the comments in the chat box. So number 7, is SFM a scam? Now, this is how do I answer this? Okay, let's put it in the context of a gym, right? There's this gym. You want to get fit, or you got a feeling on December 31st, January the 1st, you decide, I want to get fit. And this gym has all the features, all the stuff I need in it. It's got all the machines, everything. So you even got personal trainers there to help me and all this stuff. I want to get fit. So you join that gym, you invest in that, and you go for a few weeks, and you're suddenly going, I don't look much different. Maybe I'm a little bit fitter, but nothing like I really hoped I would be. And then it starts to start going less and less frequently, and then they give up. Does that mean that the gym is a scam? Well, no, the gym is the gym. It's the tools, it's everything there you need if you're prepared to commit to it. And you can blame the gym all you like. Somebody will come back and go, that gym's rubbish. Look, I tried to lose 20 kilos, but I couldn't do it. The gym's rubbish. And that's just an excuse because I didn't put in the time. So is SFM a scam? Well, that's really up to how much commitment you're prepared to put in. And from my point of view, the reason I am an affiliate for SFM and Mentors is because I just love it. I know how genuine it is. I know the opportunities that it offers. I know the quality of stuff that's there, all the tools and the training, everything. It's just an amazing place. So I really wholly believe in it. Therefore, that's why I'm an affiliate. That's why my job, if you like, is so easy, because I don't have to pretend to like it. I just love it. And is SFM a scam for you? Well, that's up to you to decide. If you really want to commit to it and you really want to turn your life around, or you really want to do this for whatever reason, maybe you've got a business and you want to improve your marketing skills because it's getting tough out there, and you're not turning over enough enough product or service or whatever it is your business runs on, and you want to get involved on the internet more so you can learn those marketing skills. But that's all here as well, right? You don't have to be starting a new business. You might want to, anyway. So is this SFM a scam? That's for you to decide. If you put in the commitment, I believe it is wholly not. It is a fantastic place. Right, good. Number 8, which is something that a lady emailed me, and I'm just trying to remember what it was now. Oh yes, about personal. She's been scammed before on the internet, and she wants to understand that that this is real, and that they're real people to talk to. And well, here I am. This is why I do this. This is why I hold a live webinar every week. Not many people have joined in the past. Today I got 2 people. Thank you for joining, Maz and Jeanette. Just to show you that I'm a real person, and I'm here to help as many people as I can. This is what I love doing. And yes, I was really lucky when I started this journey with SFM 3 years ago. I was lucky I had never considered online business. It just, the right advert popped up in front of me at the right time in my life, and I just knew it felt right. And I dived in. And so I've never had the experience of being scammed, this way. So and now 3 years later, there's a lot more stuff out there in this space. So I really can't comment on, what is going on and how many scams are out there. But that's why I do this webinar, because I'm here to talk to people, and I understand that when 3 years ago, before I joined, I would probably be quite hesitant to join a webinar, and if I did, I wouldn't want to show my face, and I wouldn't want to even talk probably, because that's just who I was then. So it's quite hard for people to for me to interact with people like this. Where was I going with that? So so my webinar is there to show you that I'm a real person, and I'm just here to help as many people as I can. And if anyone has any questions, then that's why I hold this webinar. But I don't want to stand here like for half hour or so with nobody talking to me, which is why I started doing these topics, and to try and spark an interest and then get some feedback. So that's why I did that, and that's why I come to this point here. So I will respond to your email, Diana. And yes, we are real people. We do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, which is kind of there to show that we really believe in the products and services we offer. But of course, if you've been scammed before, you might even be hesitant to do that. So I understand. So we'll get back to Diana to talk to her and to explain what's going on. And the answer is that this is why I hold these webinars. And once you become a member, then actually I've given my mobile phone number out before as well. I'm always here on email. Any questions, just reply to any of those emails that I send you, and just ask me questions, and I'm always here. So I'm a real person. There you go. Right, okay. Let me just go through these comments here. Thank you. Okay, so Jeanette's going, I think I'm going to join. I wish I had the other week when I saw Anthony Morrison. Okay, I don't know Anthony Morrison, but I guess he does the same sort of stuff as this. And then Jeanette follows on later. Could you please send me the link to sign up? Please, man, I'm just so nervous at the moment. Anthony said that, as Anthony said, it's just one payment. Then he said, I need another things. Here's another 3 different payments. Okay, that sounds like a scam. So I'm not laughing. Okay, I understand. That's why people are so hesitant. Okay, it's great feedback. Absolutely, Jeanette. Well, the links are in all the emails that I send, even the email that I sent with this webinar. Is there a link in there? No, there isn't. Okay. Well, Jeanette, I can paste the link. I'll paste the link in there as well, into the chat box. And so she goes on. So what will I lean as I know nothing at the moment, so I know the list of affiliate marketing, I think the idea of it. Well, that's the thing. What I did at the bottom of all my emails I send, except this webinar, it seems, I have at the bottom, there's a list of the 5 steps. And the first one is to watch the video series, which the video workshop series. There's 3 videos that go into affiliate marketing, 3 videos, affiliate marketing, e-commerce, and then how to get your business up and running. And that shows you, kind of give you a good feel for what we offer here at SFM and mentors, and whether you want to go further. And then all of my emails, I have a link down the bottom there, which gives you how to join. Now I've got screens everywhere here. Let me just quickly pull up. I've put in here the join, because I don't know your email address, Jeanette. I could probably try and find it, but I'll just put something in the chat box. It should be above this one. So the emails I send out every day. There's a few links in there. Copy link address, and go back to my Zoom window. And I'll there are ways in there to join, and other stuff in there as well. So I'll put in here. So that is the link in the Zoom chat box. Oh, okay. So you got I got your email there. Cool. Is that your email there, Jeanette? You put in the chat. If so, I'll copy it out now, because it does disappear when the Zoom closes down, which is one of the nuisance things that happen sometimes. I'll just quickly paste it over here. Okay, so I'll drop you an email, Jeanette, as well. Okay, it's yours. Okay, good, thanks. Okay, so good, thanks, Jeanette. Maz, I didn't miss you, mate. I just wanted to cover Jeanette's questions off first. Maz, I'm interested in affiliate marketing. I've been watching Stuart Ross and yourself, and you both come across wanting to help people out and legit. This is the reason I've joined you today. I've listened to many other people promoting affiliate marketing, so if I wanted to join, I've done a process. How would you help me to start this process, which is overwhelming? You see so many programs out there. Okay, cool. Thanks, Maz. So that link will apply for you as well, the one I put in chat. If you wanted to give me your email address, I can speak to you more about that. So in the emails I send every day, down the bottom, and I'll add it to my webinar one from now on, because I didn't realize it wasn't there. There's a 5-point checklist. The first one is the free workshop series that you signed up for originally when you got my email list. But maybe you didn't get a chance to see it, or you didn't see the email. That's possible. And that's the first one. It's a three-parter. As I said, it covers affiliate marketing, it covers e-commerce, and it covers how to get your business up and running. and that's a good overview of everything that's possible out there. Not everything. It's a good overview. And from there, you can then, below that in the email, there'll be point 2, which is a 10K webinar, which is a 90-minute webinar, which covers same kind of thing, but from a different perspective. So it covers e-commerce, it covers affiliate marketing, and it covers how to get your business up and running, but it covers how to generate your first 10K online. So it gives you all these different methods of different approaches you can take to aim for that 10K per month. So where was I going with that? Yeah, so that's a good place to go as well. If you just wanted to sign up, then that's item number 5 on there. It's the footer at the bottom of my email, which is go all in now or something. I'll put it on there. And that's how you join up. So you can join up through that link as well. If you've got any questions, obviously give me an email, send me an email, reply to any of those emails, like the email you clicked on to get to this webinar. And so that's how you start. Now, for everyone who joins, once they join, they get access to all this stuff. It's a bit overwhelming, but there is these 7 getting started modules are there for a reason, because they take you from the beginning, where you know potentially nothing, to the end of having a business up and running and knowing what you want to achieve. And as I said before, it is a process. It's not something you can do very quickly. It takes time and commitment. Now, that within the SFM and mentors, there's everything you need, but I also offer my services as well, so for free. Sorry. So if you join up through me, then you will automatically be able to set up a coaching call with me, about 20-25 minute coaching call, 6 times, six different times you want to join. Set them up for me. We can chat about where you are, where you want to go, best way to do it. Also, for my members, I have a weekly webinar same time tomorrow, for those who are members, and we then discuss the same kind of thing but in a group environment. So the coaching calls are one-on-one, but the webinar tomorrow is a group environment. We will help each other talk and talk about our dreams, what we want to achieve, where we want to go, help each other, give each other ideas, and also any questions you have along the way, that's where you can ask them, or you can drop emails or these coaching calls or whatever. So there's plenty of ways to get in touch, keep in touch with me. And after a while, you'll be running on your own. There's so much stuff there at SFM and Mentors that you won't need anything else. But the reason I'm there is to kind of keep you on track, stop you getting distracted, stop you doing the shiny object syndrome. This looks good, this looks good. Oh, I think I'll do Instagram looks good. Should I do Instagram? Oh no, YouTube advertising. I want to do videos. Should I do this? Should I do that? Right. I'm trying to keep you on track, make it a little bit simpler for you so you don't get too overwhelmed, because that's one thing that I suffer from, and people do in general, because there's a lot of different possibilities on the internet. You've got to find out what's right for you and the best way to get there as soon as you can. So yeah, to sum up, I'm there for you, and that's what I love doing, right? I'm here to help everyone best I can. Okay, I had to ask you a question. Any more questions coming in? If not, I will. How have we been? Cool. We've been talking a lot this morning. That's good. Hopefully, I've covered all the 7, now 8 points that reservations you may have, and thanks for Jeanette and for Maz for some great comments in there and positive questions. Any questions, please just give me a call. Anything else before I go? If not, I will sign off. Wish you a great evening. Got a new message here. Why doesn't it come? Oh, okay. Thank you. Yes. Okay. You're welcome, Jeanette. Great. I'll be here next week as well. Anybody has any questions? If you do join the course, you'll have access to the tomorrow's webinar instead, where we. Oh, you're welcome. Welcome, Maz. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah, so if you do join, then you'll have access to me tomorrow's call, or it's your Wednesday evening. It's my Thursday morning, nice and bright and early for me in Brisbane here. All right, cool. I'll let you go there. Thanks everyone for your time, and I will speak to you soon. Okay, take care.